Fred, do something!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. I just know y'all had a better day today than me, without question. I, oh boy, was I waylaid. I was completely, out of it. It's like, you know what? I want to say this like the sudden switch in temperature, the big swing from a hot, so from moderately comfortable ish, and then having temperatures drop down to an absurd level, and having the rebound is just basically took its toll. We were kind of running high on that for the better part of a few weeks now. It was like temperature get back to normal and stuff like that, and then bam, like, give me a moment. Yep. Took me half a bottle of Dayquil and, and two extra strength Tylenol to get me this ready. I did not get anything done today. This would be the most productive thing because I was bedridden most of the day. Because when I get sick, it's not like it's always like a sudden soreness. You got the typical migraines, the sudden soreness, and it's always in the same general area where I really feel it, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to get anything done. The same because of yesterday with all the shoveling I had to do. That take is what it is. Yep. At least yesterday I was able to, workish, dayish work was also accomplished yesterday. So I am very much behind on the story writing aspect of things. I was hoping to get the jump start on the stuff for March, and so that's kind of got delayed a bit there. I have to make sure I do a lot of writing tomorrow, or stay up late after tonight's stream to do a lot of writing as well. Oh boy! But beyond that, I have no clue anything. Well, no, Striker sent me something funny. Sent me a clip on Twitter because it's not a letter. It's Twitter. I don't know which player it was. I think it was for Boston. Dude checked his swing and the back broke at the handle. How cheaply made are modern baseball bats? This is where it is like we just do a partial swing and it's snapping off at the handle. Have a Jose Canseco bat. Tell me, can pay retail for this. Actually, we found this in the yard. I used to live in a way back in the early '90s. Anyway, so the clip Striker sent me is like the bat broke off like around this point here. Like this is where the top hand would be, because I'm right-handed. So it was like snapped off here, approximate. Like goddamn, that is pretty damn gnarly for a bat to just snap off there. And the true story about this baseball, of this clearly a softball bat. I lived. This is going back. Oh, 1991. No, 1992. We were living in a place on 37th and Westfield Avenue. Time. It was me, my mom, and my younger brother, and we found my younger brother at the time was, not quite out of the, well, not quite ready for a bed, but it was that weird awkward period where he wasn't quite ready for a bed, but it was like too big for the cribs. So Anyway, so the place had like a huge yard that was shared because it was like a weird apartment setup. There was a downstairs apartment in the back of a shop, an upstairs apartment in the back of a shop, on top of a shop. The back was a huge yard, and we found this in the backyard there. And it wasn't the upstairs neighbors. It was like, okay, found it, and family kept it. It was like we kept it. This time, and it's like perfect for clocking people over the head with. And briefly, it's like whack. It used to be like baseball drills. It's like because particularly in my junior and senior years of high school, um, I was like the equipment manager and unofficial, like especially my senior year, because I was more knowledgeable about baseball than anything. But like the girls softball team, I was like doing, I was tasked, and this is true. I was tasked with leading some basic drills. So one of them was like with your top hand swing drills, like trying to get down on the hip and stuff. So, so that was that's a little inside knowledge about me. So I'm also going to apologize. Also, the voice is clearly not there. Like Chakotay, I am queen of the spider people. Yeah, I may not be able to do the Janeway Arachnio. Or fortunately, for those of you who really like Voyager. Anyway, that's good. I will try. Anyway, we're going to be picking up. We are up to the end of season 3, start of season 4 of Voyager. So we're about to get 7 of 9. Assuming, of course. I mean, there. Don't really have a place to prop it up over here. Yep. So see, we're at Scorpion. Oh no, Sector 6. And so we're at the halfway point. We don't have Neelix. We don't have Tuvok. We don't have. How zoom in can we get this? Let's begin our Borg tech. I've analyzed the creature's residue on the uniforms. The results are concerning, to say the least. In what way are they concerning? It's composed of alien cells with a random voracious appetite for organic matter. To put it bluntly, it's a bioweapon that devours its victim. Can we fight it? I'm afraid we can only avoid it. Attempts to heal infected test tissue has so far proved ineffective. Any approach I've tried, chemical, biological, technological, they've instantly and destroyed by cells. That's why the Borg cannot assimilate them. Can we make use of it? Resistance, in this case, is far from futile. Nevertheless, I believe an army of Borg nanoprobes might do the trick. At first, there were no match for alien cells, but I've reprogrammed them to remain undetected and target and irradiate the infected. Infection, unfortunately, I'm only at the prototype stage. What are the technical possibilities? Intriguing. Think of the possibilities for enhancing our own immune system. Yeah. Captain, your enthusiasm is unexpected but valid. Maybe the reprogrammed probes could be useful against the bioships we encounter. In any case, I'll need to produce more nanoprobes if you intend to keep facing these creatures in the future. Start right away, Doctor. Borg space is dangerous enough without the added threat of biological warfare. Unless I'm the one committing biological warfare. We need to be prepared. Janeway Engineering, any update on the Borg logs? Coming along nicely, Captain. We'll have them cracked open in no time. Lieutenant, I expect a full analysis of that data as soon as possible. We need to understand what we're dealing with. Captain, I additionally require Borg biosamples to perfect the adaptive reprogramming of the nanoprobes. 6 should be suffice. I recommend we collect them from dead drones in the debris fields. Hey, Captain, good news. Safety check on the 29th level on that 29th century tech. Done. Mobile emitter a go. 100% compatible with the doctor. No damage. Mobile emitter unlocked in the science tree. Borg can hit the ground running with the research. Our doctor's finally going to be able to go on away missions. Captain, some crew got into a heated discussion over the current situation. Trust me, resulted in a fight breaking out. Tensions are high. The last thing we need out here is to be at each other's throats. Understood. 20 crew member got the ship beaten out of them. Oh, yeah. It's a tangly junkyard out there. Better use scanners to sort this mess out. Target suitable samples with scanners. Here are the samples for the doctor. One sample secured, Captain. Achievement. Self-sustaining. Have 2 weight system builder. Okay, 2 hydroponic bays and 2. Yep. Okay. Cool. Got that going for us. Yeah, they're unhappy. Pure Destiny obstructs visuals with a high risk of collision. Recommend sensor targeting prior to approach. Beam the samples aboard. Here are the samples for the doctor. We've been hit by a few pieces of debris. Minor hull damage, but 1 sample secured, Captain. Where is... the mobile emitter. Here we go. We need... Missions left behind. Oh, they were dead. That course. Right, research the Borg nanites. Food is a bit of a problem at the Oh, yeah, actually can get it zoomed in there. Yeah, what's Tom doing down there instead of being on the bridge? We, ladies and gentlemen, we have engaged the Borg.
What are your orders, Captain? Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain.
Yeah.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Victory is ours. Need to make. That's the big thing we need. We need a large hydroponics bay. Energy fluctuations are interfering with transporters. Samples located inside the shield wreckage. Recommended shuttle. Here are the samples for the doctor. All right. Borg planet. Yeah, like that's right. We turned off the torpedo bay earlier. Borg nanites have been created. All right. Made use of the torpedoes. Wait, Neelix is dead. Oh wait, yeah, it's like, hold up there. Captain, I noticed this group around could use a list. I proposed a grand banquet for everyone in the mess hall. It would be a wonderful opportunity for the crew to relax and reconnect. It will require significant use of our food replicator rations and some fresh produce. I'm certain I'm certain the boost to crew spirit will be immeasurable. Yes. We shall boost the morale. Risk of collision is significant. Recommend transport recovery. Here are the samples for the doctor. What the hell? What the hell, crew? Got the power. Good. Come on, give us something. Good. Good. That will a big hydroponics bay, and then we can put out the rest from there. Because with that means we can free up some of the other spots. Arrived, Captain. Drone ports galore, ready for transport. Here are the samples for the doctor. Mighty Tenlaxian alloy. What can we do for science? The captain's acknowledgement. Got that going for us. We don't need that on it. Right, the captain's acknowledgement. Can't do anything there. Right, holodeck is on for the moment. Science. All right. Doc, workspace is too dangerous. We must press on. Okay. Hey, Striker, thank you very much. Rebel has arrived. Need to cut power from somewhere. Where? That's storing that. We've been ambushed. Speaking of trouble, We have
What are your orders,
engaged the Borg.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
All right, the morale has improved. Uh, yes, a significant medical emergency, huh, Doctor? Eight. Oh. All right. Captain, I've analyzed the Borg logs. The Borg refer to these things as species 8472. For the past 5 months, they have relentlessly attacked the Borg. Well, what they want? Attacking them? Why? Not that I have any issues with anyone kicking the shit out of the Borg, as long as it's me. Can't tell, but we can tell it's a full-blown invasion. Northwest Patches is clear of Borg activity for a very good reason. Where the bioships appear from. We have picked up signs of 133 bioships. The number keeps rising. Captain, I believe I can shed some light on their intentions. Did you pick up something from them again? I can hear them. They come from a place where they're alone. Nothing else lives there. Parallel universe? Oh no. We will perish again and again. They intend to destroy everything. Janeway to sickbay. Doctor, are the nanoprobes ready? Yes, Captain. We're now prepared for all eventualities. Finally, some good news. I want you to explore the offensive capabilities of the probes, Doctor. They could attack a species 8472 on a microscopic level. Yes, but they're still in the experimental stage, Captain. Besides, I'm a physician, not a... Desperate times, Doctor. Desperate measures. May even have to consider a deal with the devil. Granted, of course, that would be me. The Borg will have to deal with me, but you get the point. Devil Captain, you don't mean... As Queen of the Spider People, I will listen to all offers from those in need. After all, Satan owes me. The Borg. We offered them a way to victory, and in return we get safe passage through their space. Catherine, you can't be serious. Cannot prevail against two enemies. Get personal. Don't tell me about risky alliances. We can't navigate Borg space while also invading species 8472. The only logical option is to take one of the two variables out of the equation. Logic won't keep the Borg from assimilating us. We should let them fight it out. In the meantime, there's still plenty of the Delta Quadrant to explore. We may find another way home. We shall strike a deal with the Borg. Or we may find ourselves back in the line of fire after species 8472 gets through the Borg. Do you rather help the Borg assimilate yet another species just so we can get back home? It's wrong. Commander, I appreciate your insight, but I've made my decision. Do I have your support? Yes, Captain, but I'd like you to tell you an old story. Scorpion was walking along a river wondering how to get to the other side. And he saw a fox. He asked the fox to take him across the river. The fox said, "No. If I do that, you'll sting me. I'll drown." Scorpion assured him that if he did that, they'd both drown. The fox finally agreed, but halfway across the river, the scorpion stung him. The fox turned to the scorpion and said, "Why did you do that? Now you'll drown too." "Couldn't help it," said the scorpion. "It's my nature." We have no time for children's stories. I don't have time for fables, Commander. We're in crisis, and I need you to focus on the task at hand. Lieutenant Paris, get us to the nearest Borg vessel. They shouldn't be hard to find. Aye, Captain. Captain, we'll reach our destination. Orders? Borg planet ahead, Captain. Well, ain't that something? Thank you, Stryker, for the hydration. Into the lion's den. A chilling green glow illuminates the faces of the crew. It did, yeah. As the sight of a giant Borg planet fills the view screen. A sense of dread fills the bridge. However, the captain is determined to negotiate safe passage. Here's the funny thing. The only time there was actually a Borg planet ever seen, or at least heard about, in general, Star Trek was... Well, Star Trek Online technically has one where in a colony. But the book Star Trek: The Return by William Shatner and Judith and Garfield Reed-Stevens also depicts a Borg planet in it, which I believe is the first documented case, or at least within the Star Trek universe, the concept of a Borg planet. A central node or something of that sort. Ooh. Vessel is approaching, Captain. They have locked onto us with a tractor beam. Let's hope they're in the mood to talk. Open a channel. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Borg vessel, this is Captain Arachnia of the Spider People. I mean Captain Catherine Janeway of the Starship Voyager. I have tactical information about species 8472. I want to negotiate. Negotiation is irrelevant. You will be assimilated. You know you're in danger of being defeated. You can't afford to risk losing this information. We'd rather self-destruct and destroy all our knowledge than be assimilated. State your demands. Safe passage through your space. Or beyond Borg territory, I'll give you our research. Acceptable. We require the technology now. If I give it to you now, you'll assimilate us. And believe me, the only assimilating that's allowed here is the ones that I conduct. When I enslave people to my crew. I mean, recruit people for my crew. Species 8472 must be stopped. Our survival is your survival. Give us the technology. No, safe passage or no deal. State your proposal. We combine our resources. You're still going to need time to develop the technology once you acquire it. Together, we can create the weapon more quickly. Escort us through your space. Report. A bioship has emerged in our vicinity. It is heading for the planet. 8 more bioships have appeared. Oh, that. Oof. We've come to a halt, Captain. Looks like this is it. We have considered your proposal. Your terms are acceptable. We will send a representative to your ship, designate an individual who will cooperate with them. Harry, you're the only person alive that we can assign this. Mr. Kim, I want you to work with the Borg. You have a keen mind. If they try to deceive us, you'll be the first to know. And the first one assimilated. Here with the Borg, I won't let them fool me, Captain. Thank you, Captain. I'm going to be assimilated, aren't I? Yes, you are, Harry. Yes, you are. Very well. Borg vessel, send over your representative. Borg arrived. 3 Borg drones materialize on the bridge. Suspicion and unease fill the air as the crew struggles to accept the presence of their new allies. 7 of 9, tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. You may call me 7 of 9. I speak for the Borg. Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway. You may call me Arachnia, or Your Highness, or my liege. Either which way, you now serve under me. In more ways than one. You are proposing a large-scale weapon. We concur. I thought you might. We could encase the nanoprobes in some of our photon torpedoes, turning them into biomolecular warheads. Torpedoes are inadequate. They lack the necessary range and dispersal force. We propose a multi-kinetic neutronic mine. 5 million isoton yield. Now that's larger than what we had in mind, but I approve. Explosion of that size will impact an entire star system. Correct. A 5 light-year radius, to be exact. That will require approximately 50 trillion nanoprobes. Replication would take several weeks. 50 trillion to 217 billion, 890 million in one, to be precise. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sure your conflict with a species 8472 can wait a few more weeks. Not like the fate of the Borg is at stake. Incorrect. The fate of the Borg is precisely what is at stake. Species 8472 represents an existential threat to our collective. I don't think she take it sarcasm, Captain. Thank you, Tom, for realizing that the Borg are gender neutral. Oh boy. My energy levels just isn't there for this. Then let me be very clear: the Borg are losing. You don't want any further delay. You will work with what we give you. You are an individual. You think in small terms. However, the present situation requires that we consider your plan. Voyager's Class 6 photon torpedoes, explosive view of 200 isotons, should suffice. You have detailed knowledge of our weapons? We are Borg. Of course. You provide the Borg with a designated cargo bay to work in, secure and monitor closely to prevent any unauthorized access to Voyager systems. Agreed. Make a cargo bay too, Harry. Get to work with 709. Single drone steps 1 millimeter out of the cargo bay. I'll decompress the entire deck. Ensign Agram, with Ensign Harry Kim currently unavailable, his duties of operations officer will be temporarily covered by Ensign Agram. This highly capable deputy officer knows Voyager systems inside and out. He's a bit quiet, but his methodical approach keeps everything running smoothly. Ensign Agram was part of the original Starfleet crew aboard Voyager when it launched. Presence will ensure a seamless transition. Precision prevents problems. First step first. Oh, bloody hell. This way, a large cargo bay means we can a little bit more there. Oh, yep. We're accommodate 10x Borg. All right. I'm afraid I don't have very good news regarding Cass. Her telepathic visions are increasing in intensity and intensity. They getting worse, Captain. I can barely sleep. Doctor, conduct a full psychological evaluation of Cass. Want a complete psychological evaluation. We need to get to the bottom of these visions. If there's any psychological cause for Cass's visions, I'll find it. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your concern. Picking up a gravimetric forces, Captain. A battleship incoming on an intercept course. Red alert! Battle stations! Bases maneuvers! Get us out of here! Right, but they're fast. Where are the Borg when you need them? Speaking of which... Captain, the cube, it sacrificed itself for us. The cube is irrelevant. We cannot allow the nanoprobes to be destroyed. That was unexpected, but the Borg know what's at stake. They know I am their new queen. We are Borg. It was necessary. Can't be serious. Those drones were people assimilated against their will. They have families, lives. Your emotional response is irrelevant. We must complete nanoprobe production. Additional bioships may arrive. I hate to admit it, but she's right. Resume production. Nanoprobe production complete, Captain. Given the damage caused by a single bioship, your safety remains precarious. enhance your defense capabilities, we will provide schematics for Borg ablative hull armor. Ooh! Shield's integration will enhance its survivability in your next encounter with Species 8472. Our next encounter, I have no intention of encountering a Species 8472 again. We'll provide you with torpedoes and depart from your territory as soon as possible. Acknowledged, Captain. We were merely addressing the hypothetical possibility of future encounters. Captain, I urge you to reconsider integrating Borg technology into Voyager systems. There is an invisible price tag attached to the statio modulations. Commander, we need every advantage we can get, including that module. We're integrating it. Borg armor! This is a mistake, Captain, a big one. It's like, yeah, like, why wouldn't we? Essentially, we are that gives us 75 plus food plus 360. Bounce over here. Toy collector probes. Oh. Okay, let's bounce over here. Yeah, but I sense a heaviness upon the Delta crew spirit. Being stranded in the Delta Quadrant has taken its toll. Small gesture like improving quarters, better meals, or time on a holodeck might boost morale. Let's see. Ship. All right, so we need to cut power from. Where can we cut? The crew off food rations additionally increase morale by 3 per cycle. Good. No, all right. The crew is happier. Uh, Hydroponic bay. Where is? Bay. Yeah. I'm working on the tribble problem. Damn it. Roman tribbles have been caught. Fortunately, their numbers weren't too great. Most are distributed to crew members as pets, so while the rest are confined to a secure room until they can be safely released on a suitable planet. Hopefully, this won't happen again. Where is... This thing is nebulous. Ah, damn, it's all the way down at the bottom. Hmm. All right. Uh, come on, big one, big one. There we go. So we explore the area. Sick bay to Captain. I have some disturbing news. Oh, really? At this point, Doctor, I'm almost expecting it. I've concluded it's a psychological evaluation. Every time she has a vision, specific regions of her brain go into a state of hyperstimulation, memory engram, spectral centers. I think we have to consider the possibility that a species 8472 is trying to probe her mind, access her memory. And what about Kess? How are you holding up, Kess? As if those creatures are right here in the room. I can't block them out. I'm scared, Captain. I strongly advise you take Kess out of range of species 8472. Unaddressed, this could have severe neurological consequences. Thank you, Doctor. Keep me appraised of any further changes. Production of biomolecular warheads is complete, Captain. Good. Lieutenant Paris, locate the nearest Borg vessel and... Helm's unresponsive. Engines offline. We're dead in the water. Unauthorized access in Cargo Bay 2, Captain. The Borg. Bridge to Cargo Bay 2. Stop what you're doing or I'll depressurize that deck and blow you out into space. Final warning. Denied. The course of the war required we modify our agreement. We will steer this ship into species 8472 domain. You will comply. Test the warheads if you wish to survive. Captain, the access deflector controls. Voyager is emitting a resonant graviton beam. It's creating a singularity. Don't depressurize the cargo bay. We need the Borg. Get a security team to Cargo Bay 2. Full force. What are you doing? We need to stop them. Prevent the... We're going into the hole. What? Where are we? Uncharted territory. Voyager finds itself in a bizarre, fluidic realm. Rolling expanse of brown and green. Crew wonders what dangers this strange new space holds. We appear to have crossed an interdimensional rift. Captain Janeway, we have entered the domain of species 8472, fluidic space. They know we are here. Our fleet of bioships is already converging on our position. We'll put the newly developed warheads to the test. This was your plan all along, wasn't it? Us fighting your war. Commander, it's too late for discussion. Focus on survival. You have one option. Demonstrate the effectiveness of your warheads, and we'll keep our end of the bargain and open the portal back to the Delta Quadrant. I will discuss this with my crew. Individuals, discuss all you want. You have no alternatives. Contact us when you have come to that conclusion. Don't believe a word you said, Captain. Remember the scorpion and the fox? I do. What's your proposal, Commander? We play our part. After they bring us out of the Delta Quadrant, we eliminate them. Sting them after they bring us over the river. We'll be no better than the scorpion. These Borg were once normal people. Right. Can we sever their link to the collective? It's been done before. With Jean-Luc Picard. Maybe brief Lieutenant Lonnie about it and keep it discreet. Did the Borg betray us? The code word will be Scorpion. If you hear it, act. Understood. Everyone, listen up. There's a tough battle ahead, and I intend to win it. We show Species 8472 what they're up against. If they have any sense of self-preservation, they'll back off. We are in agreement. Captain, we just completed initial calibrations of the biomolecular warheads. Not a moment too soon. One bioship approaching our position.
What are your orders, Captain?
7 of mine recruited.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Victory! Not so invincible after all, eh? The prototype shows promise, but the test is not yet complete. Holy, she's right. More battleships incoming, Captain. We're hopelessly outnumbered. Not entirely without hope. Lieutenant, deploy another volley of warheads. Let's end this. Oh. Really?
What are your orders, Captain? Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Shields down, Captain. Moving. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Fire!
Ability ready, Captain.
What injuries? They're retreating, Captain. We actually pulled it off. I think we made our point. 7 of 9, open the portal now. We will comply. Ooh, never thought I'd say it's good to be back in the Delta Quadrant. All remaining bioships in the Delta Quadrant are returning to the realm. The Borg have prevailed. With our help, now it's your turn. Give us safe passage through Borg space. Unacceptable. This alliance is terminated. Your ship and its crew will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Betrayal! 7 and 9 turns on the crew. Security phaser bounces off her Borg shields as she punches her assimilation tubules into the helm controls. He's trying to access our coordinates. Scorpion! Manipulate subspace to disrupt Seven's link. Disrupt the transceiver with a subspace burst. She's unconscious, Captain. 7-9 separated from the collective appears to have triggered a chain reaction. The other drones aboard Voyager have lost consciousness. Get them to sickbay. Helm, get us out of Borg space. Maximum warp. Oh, emergency ration. A big gamble, big gamble. Of course. Alright, that puts us in a good-ish spot there. Captain, our poor guest is rejecting its implant. Here's separation from the collective has triggered this reaction. He's dying. I have to remove the implants, but some of them replace vital organs. You may not survive the procedure. Remove the implants. Do it, Doctor. I have confidence in you. Captain, the surgery was successful. 7 of 9 is stable and recovering. Some Borg implants remain. They no longer pose a threat to her health. She is, shall we say, mostly human again. I'll use the same procedure on the other Borg. It looks like our queue is about to get a few more interesting individuals. 3 ex-Borg joined Voyager. And I talked to her. Yes, she is conscious but quite upset, naturally, given the circumstance. Captain Janeway, what have you done? I cannot hear the others. The voices are gone. We had to remove your cortical implant, 7. It was necessary to save your life. You will return this drone to the Borg. That's not possible, but I'm offering you a place on Voyager, a chance to rediscover your individuality, part of this collective. You have no choice. You will be assimilated. I do not understand. I am Borg. I have no individuality. There's more to you than that, 7. You were once human. We can help you find her again. I am unsure, but to learn who I was, it is intriguing. We'll do everything we can to help. What was your name before assimilation? Annika Hansen, but I am not that person. I was, and still am, Borg. My name is 7 of 9. As you wish, 7. Captain, one of our other Borg patients is eager to talk to you. Reclaiming humanity! Alright, we picked up 7. Captain Janeway, we have not been introduced, yet was 9 of 9. But that does not seem to fit anymore. You may call me 9. Yes, 9. I was once a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Of course you were. Verbal communication is strange. I am unaccustomed to it, but it feels liberating. You're doing better than I expected. Thank you, Captain. Being Borg, it felt like eternity. I know I wasn't part of the collective as long as the others. Now we are lost. We severed you from the collective, 9. Can't help but feel responsible. You're welcome to stay aboard Voyager. We'll find a place for you and the others. Perhaps that is acceptable. Perhaps anywhere can be home. But take time to adjust. Become useful. So, translation, if you fuck up and kill 7, 9 is the backup here. I'm sure you will, 9. Really going to allow Borg access to the bridge? That puts Voyager systems at risk, Captain. We severed their connection to the collective, Commander. We're responsible for them. 7, please excuse the Commander's apprehension. His concerns are irrelevant. I would demonstrate my utility. Charming. 7-9's knowledge of the Borg is invaluable, especially since we're still in their territory. We're vulnerable, and with Species 8472 no longer a threat to the Borg, we need a solution, and we need it fast. 7, your first official duty is to analyze this sector and find a way out. A wormhole, an anomaly, anything, even a temporal rift. I will comply, Captain. Good. Maintain course and yellow alert. Field tree matrix unlocked in the Borg tree. Okay. Hmm. All right, need to knock down 5 power from something. That's repaired. That's repaired. All right, need to knock off 5 from something. Oh, wait, we don't have the tech for that? Where is... Need to cut 30 power from something. All right. No, it has to be... Ring? Okay, so where the hell is it? Actually, before we continue, let me take a restroom break. I'll be back.
Took a lot of working around Vari's offense there. And again, there's no way that sword is not is like reconnaissance with that sword. Who are you kidding? It will literally be banging against the side of the vent.
And we're back. Welcome back, folks. Hey. In general there. See if we can get a big haul of figures. Captain, we got a holodeck malfunction on our hands, and unfortunately 2 crew members are caught inside. They're trapped inside the program and completely unresponsive. We got a few options, none of them perfect. We can get a repair team on it, but it'll take time. I can force the shutdown, but that risk injuries. We can support the homicides and let them deal with the inside. All right, trying to see here. We'll leave this sector behind. All right, unlocking script tree, cutting beam.
Captain, I have detected an anomaly that warrants your attention. Strong energy fluctuations inside sick bay. Readings deviate from normal parameters. Sick bay debris. Something is going on with Kes. Security, now. Junius debris. Kes's body is phasing in and out of material existence. Her vital signs are erratic. Kes, fight it. Keep yourself together. I can't. I don't know how. I can't stay here any longer. I'm a danger to all of you. We're getting through this. I promise. Too late, Captain. It's my decision. My fate. Would you try to stop me? Could you? Captain, her energy is overloading the warp core. Multiple systems failing. Oh, shoot. We must remove Cass from the ship. Her power will destroy Voyager. Get her to the shuttle bay, now! The energy readings are spiking again. She's losing stability. Thank you for everything, Captain. My time on Voyager for my friends. Please, tell them goodbye. Captain, I'm losing control. We're accelerating. Warp 10, 11. It's impossible. A parting gift to all of you. Cass transforms into a wave of raw psychic energy, engulfing Voyager in her blinding light. Power surges through the ship, pushing the vessel to its limits. We're being thrown through space! A pact with the devil. All right. We pause tonight to honor Kes. We met her on Okampa, a compassionate soul who helped us locate our missing crew members. From the moment she was part of our family, her gentle manner concealed a great determination to explore her telepathic gifts and understand her own potential, driven by a deep desire to see and learn more of the universe. I regret that her exploration was cut short, but she reached her full potential. She brought a unique light to the ship, and we all feel that absence now. Report! Where are we? You gotta be kidding me. We are 9.5 thousand light years from where we just were. Impossible. That means we are 10 years closer to home. Kes has delivered us from Borg space. Yes, her gift. She's gone, isn't she? Her life signs aren't on board, Captain. Right. Well, we must go on. We have to make the most of her gift, for her sake. Nevertheless, we can't let our guard down. We must be clear of Borg space. Still need to proceed with caution. Captain, I took the liberty of performing a ship-wide system analysis. Your stellar cartography is primitive. Bringing it up to Borg standards will be beneficial for navigating uncharted regions of space. No thanks. We've had enough Borg standard. Borg astrometric sensors can scan billions of stars simultaneously, calculating your position with far greater accuracy. It would expedite your return home. You can't argue with that. I appreciate your initiative, Seven. It's certainly an intriguing idea. Ensign, I'd like you to contribute to the upgrade, combine Starfleet ingenuity with Borg efficiency. Keep me apprised of your progress. In the meantime, let's take a look at the sector.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Well, how do you even begin to describe that? Kes went full supernova, hurling us 10,000 light years clean out of Borg space? Yeah, that's the most coherent summary I can manage. The sad thing is, Kes isn't here anymore. Whether she sacrificed herself or simply became something else beyond our comprehension, I don't know. Never seen anything like it. None of us have. We all just wanted to get out of Borg space, but at Kes's expense? Everyone's got this weird mix of feelings. Relief, gratitude, but there's this heavy quiet. He's not here anymore, and it haunts me, you know?
Does it haunt him?
I'd have liked to invite Kes for one last drink at Chez Sandrine, tell her about my holo novel, hear her take on it. I'm gonna miss her. We all will. Supplemental. Apparently the captain wants to enhance stellar cartography with Borg technology. Whether Voyager gets assimilated or not, the blinking green lights will tell us soon enough.
Indeed. Let's get that going. What is in this sector? Really? Okay, so food resources are tapped out there. Crew is happy now. We reach our destination. Orders? Right. We're receiving a distress call from an upcoming ship. Hey, this looks unfamiliar to me, though I can't put a finger on why. My scans are picking up only a faint life sign. But aside help, we have a duty to respond to a distress call. We might actually get someone useful. Not just Starfleet protocol, it's a matter of basic decency. Understood. However, I advise extreme caution. The individual's identity and intentions are unknown to us. Understood, Ensign. Beam the individual aboard. Hi, Captain. However, I'm struggling to get a lock on them. Something is jamming on signals. Paris shuttle. We'll send an away team over. Then the doctor. A Klingon is needed. All right. Hey, Balana, you get to go on the mission. This is pure chaos. Whatever happened here was violent. What's our first move? Search for clues and bio readings. The away team carefully examines the ship, scanning for bio readings and analyzing the remnant of chaos. They uncover evidence of a fierce battle. Captain, the corridor ahead is filled with scalding steam. Can't see anything. How do we get across? Find the safe routes through the steam. Team cautiously navigate through the steam-filled corridor, using their instincts to avoid the hottest areas. Emerge on the other side with only minor discomfort from the heat. Captain, I think we found where the brutal fight happened, but we don't know who won. What do you suggest? Doctor, during the forensic analysis, the scanner goes off the charts with a pointed out of the helmet. Upon further inspection, a severed head is inside. What kind of creature could inflict that much devastating injuries? Moving deeper into the ship, approaching the life sign. Stop. Survivor located, but he's pointing a weapon at us. Badly injured and aggressive. Dying like that has no honor. Alana boldly steps forward and addresses the wounded survivor directly. Something in her words seems to resonate with him. Swearing to continue the hunt, he grudgingly accepts. Team quickly transports him back to Voyager for further treatment. Right. How's the patient, Doctor? Condition is critical and his physiology is in my database. I'm hesitant to operate. Captain, I finally remember why the ship looks so familiar. It's a Hirogen. Hirogen? Aye, Captain. Fierce hunters live for the thrill of the chase, not the kind of folks you want to run into on a dark night. A warrior race, I advise exercising extreme caution when interacting with this individual, Captain. I believe we have more pressing matters at hand. The Hirogen needs a surgery. Do I proceed? Try to operate on him. Can't give up on him, Doctor. Prepare for his surgery immediately. The Hirogen is stable. Unique physiology was a challenge, but my medical expertise has once again proven invaluable. However, strict rest is necessary for full recovery. I recommend maintaining him in a comatose state. Inform me immediately once our guest is awake. Janeway to helm. Return to our old course. Metrics. Oh, damn. Oh, crap. Here's me. Voyager nears a shipwreck to collect resources, scans detect faint life signs of an unknown life form. It appears to be in an official condition and may not survive longer. Life form is a non-humanoid insect-like creature that resists all standard scans. When a crewmate gets too close, it lets out a sharp screech, leaps onto them, clinging tightly. All attempts to carefully separate the two fail and seem to hurt both of them. Place the crew and man life form under a strong force field to evaluate the next steps. After further scans, the doctor determines that removing the life form will cause irreparable damage to humans' organs. He needs to consult the extensive exobiology database to find a solution. Let the doctor find a solution. All right. We're good there. Lurking in the shadows, a chill descends upon Voyager's corridors. A creature somewhere lurking in the darkness. The crew moves cautiously, every shadow a potential hiding place for the deadly predator. Captain, a species 8472 lifeform has been reported. The Hyrogen may possess valuable information to help us. Species 8472 on board. That is unacceptable. We must eliminate this threat immediately. Wake up the Hyrogen. You're right, Lieutenant. We must wake up the Hyrogen. Perhaps this is the creature he was fighting with. Captain, I protest. The patient hasn't fully recovered yet. We have to wake him up. He might know how to help us. We'll contain him in a force field for safe questioning. I'm fine. However, I would like to point out this violates my medical code. Anything that happens is your responsibility. Where am I? What kind of pain is this? I'm Catherine Janeway. Call me Arachnia, Queen of the Spider People and Captain of the Starship Voyager. We followed your distress call and managed to save you. Only you. I am Turok. We're on the hunt of the most dangerous prey. Species 8472. I just captured it, and it woke up. Well, a species 8472 lifeform is on my ship. I followed you. Here? You enjoyed the fight just as much as I did. Captain, give me a weapon and I'll help you get rid of it. You wanna kill something? Be my guest. I think our guest can help resolve the situation more efficiently. Keep an eye on him, though. To experience the thrill of the hunt once more. Lieutenant Nunez, equip him with a weapon, then put together a team and aid him. Right away, Captain. Cornered prey. The hunt ends in a tense confrontation. Voyager's crew has the creature of 8472 cornered, trapped in the cargo bay. Phaser rifles are locked on the alien, fingers hovering on the triggers, but instead of attacking, the creature cowers, its eyes wide with fear. We have the cornered creature. We have cornered the creature. The behavior is unusual. It displays no signs of aggression. Well, this isn't the hunt I was hoping for. Where's the thrill? There must be a trick. From what we have learned about the species, this is unexpected and differs from what we have seen in Borg space. That certainly is unusual behavior, but what could be the reason? Is there a way we can communicate with it? Species 8472 communicates solely telepathically. Without a telepath on board, it is impossible. But what about its motives? Captain, I must advise against trusting Species 8472. They are the most dangerous enemy the Borg have ever encountered. Each individual possesses a significant threat to Voyager, regardless of their claims. Mr. Hyrogen, your prey. Species has been known to be dangerous. I can't allow it to be on this ship any longer. Turok, it's all yours. Excellent. I will claim this trophy. Oh boy. Uh, yes, this is Arachnia, queen of the spider people. It's like, you know what? How come we don't have Tuvok, we don't have Kess, we don't have... Yeah, it's like, you know what? Hell with it. What's this? The Herodian and the creature clash in a brutal fight. The battle screams, filling the corridors. Crew members scramble for cover as the two aliens grapple and strike. Neither are willing to hear. Then the creature brutally overpowers the Herodian, leaving him lifeless on the deck. It immediately turns its fury on the crew, transforming Voyager into a chaotic battleground. Phaser fire fills the air, and the crew fights bravely, but the creature's ferocity proves overwhelming. The end, the alien lies defeated, but the victory is costly. Species 8472 has been terminated. We have sustained multiple casualties, including the Herodian. Is that really necessary, Captain? The creature did not display any aggressive behavior at all. I support your decision, Captain. The presence of Species 8472 was an unacceptable risk to Voyager and our crew. Damn it! This was a complete disaster. Lieutenant, return to our original old course. I've had enough hunting for one day. I wanted to mount its ass in my ready room. Why would you want it to mount its ass, Captain? Why do you think, Harry? Okay. Where are we? Food is good. Need 130 to upgrade. Damn it. We need 160 to upgrade engineering. Oh, we don't have the crew for it. Trojan speed ship, okay.
What are your orders, Captain?
We shall be offensive. Holy shit.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. And ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the front. And ability ready, Captain.
Well, victory is ours. Captain, we've been hailed by a passing trader boasting of his exceptional wares for share. Upon closer inquiry, it soon becomes clear he's speaking not of goods but of living beings. Our scans also reveal that his vessel is unusually heavily armed for its size. Oh then. Telecartography upgrades complete. Captain. And introduce our new astrometrics lab. Impressive. You have the gratitude of the entire crew, but is it as efficient as 7 promised? More efficient, Captain. We plotted a new course home. 7 will you do the honors? By my estimate, this trajectory will eliminate 5 years from your journey. However, there is more. While I was calibrating the astrometric sensors, I detected something that may be of particular interest. The USS Prometheus. Impossible image shimmers on the astrometric screen. The USS Prometheus. Federation starship seemingly within visual range. When it should be thousands of light years away in the Alpha Quadrant. How is this possible? A wave of confusion washes over the crew. The ship is in the Alpha Quadrant, the USS Prometheus. Linking to an abandoned alien relay station, I acquired readings from the entire network. The Prometheus is within range of a sensor at the edge of the Alpha Quadrant. A network of hope. A stunning discovery. A network of ancient relay stations spanning vast distances across the galaxy, even reaching the Alpha Quadrant. Excitement shines in the eyes of the crew. Could this be their long-awaited connection to home? Can we use the network to transmit a message? As our carrier wave moves along the network, it may be degrading. However, we could send the holographic program of the doctors to the Prometheus. He would not degrade so quickly. You want to send me alone across the galaxy, and I requested more away missions. This is not exactly what I had in mind. Based on archival data, we could generate hollow duplicates of other crew members who could join you. Not experimental, but it would allow us to plead our case in person. Well, having someone plead our case in person will be more effective than a standard message. All right, this could be our chance to do it. Do it. Funny enough, that is actually something that is used in Star Trek Online. Okay, where? Oh, in the science lab. High Nova missiles. Captain, I need your help. I was sitting with the blue brains, you know, the science fellows. They talked about Voyager needing more science just to survive out here. More thinking, less fighting. They say we need to expand on subspace harmonics and quantum physics, stuff like that. Too many fancy words. I'm a warrior. I like simple things. More phasers, more boom. Captain, tell me, more fighting or more reading? No, Canute. More boom is always better. Ha! I knew it. You're a tough lady, Captain. Let's talk more action. Grandpa always said no need for long discussions after a good victory. Haha. So if we agree on boom, let's get started. Look, you can't argue with the man. The man literally says, more boom. Where's my other one? I knew it. You delivered. No more complicated speeches. Just action. My grandpa said true leaders show results. Now we train. Thank you, Captain. And don't really need it. All right, so we can turn that off. Good there. We bounce over this way. Captain, we reach our destination. Orders? Well, send the away team. Ah, we don't have a Romulan with us. Oh, two. Again, Chakotay basically is our covers other. Chakotay covers three things. Three things there. That, but so does Tuvix. We're in the sick bay, Captain. Oh no, there are bodies everywhere. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh. Check to see if someone is alive. Stabilize them. Do it, Doctor. Crewman clings to life, burned beyond saving. His dying word is Romulans. The computer confirms 27 Romulan life signs aboard. Was the Prometheus hijacked? Someone's coming. 2 Romulans, 1 wounded. They're saying they captured a prototype for the Romulan Empire. Oh, we need to neutralize them. The away team sneaks up and quickly subdues the Romulan. They go down without a fight. Before we can contact Starfleet, we have to recapture the bridge. Storm the bridge. Yeah, that'd be nice. Reluctantly, the doctor releases narcotic gas into the ventilation system. The Romulans swiftly succumb and fall unconscious. Near the bridge without firing a shot. Captain, several Romulan warbirds are decloaking around the Prometheus. They're hailing us. Okay. Yes. Engage the Romulans while sending a distress signal. The Prometheus engages the Romulans, holding their ground while sending a distress signal to the Federation. Soon Starfleet reinforcements arrive and drive off the attackers. Afterwards, the team contacts Starfleet HQ, sharing the ordeal and arranging help for Voyager. Well, that's a alternate way for that episode to go, but okay. Time is up. We need to beam them back. Let's hope they succeed. Captain, we're receiving a transmission from the relay station. What are you? Captain Catherine Janeway, also known as Arachnia of the Spider People. Captain of the Federation starship Voyager. And you are? Idrin of the Hirogen. We are using our station. Terminate the link. We won't. No, we will use your relay to contact our people in the Alpha Quadrant and terminate your link, or we will terminate you. We need this relay station, and we will keep using it, interfere, and face the consequences. We don't get to make the rules. Intercept all transmissions. They're jamming the link, Captain. If we don't stabilize connections, the Hollow team will dissolve. They'll buy time while Seven improvises. Idrin, we got off on the wrong foot. I'm sure we can talk over this over a cup of coffee or root tea. Enough talk. A mild shock. Without warning, Idrin is struck by a violent energy surge. His body convulses, but he remains standing. Defiant, Janeway stares at the view screen in shock. What just happened? I generated a feedback surge along our sensor link to stop the signal jam. The mild shock was a side effect. You have become my prey. I will add your skulls to my collection. Beam the team back now. We did it, Captain. We spoke directly with headquarters. Apparently, Voyager was declared officially lost 14 months ago. I set the record straight. They said they would contact your families to let them know the news and promised that they won't stop until they found a way to get Voyager back home. Oh, and Captain, they asked me to relay a message. They wanted you to know you're no longer alone. 60,000 light years seems a little closer. Captain, the Starfleet data exceeds the capacity of a single relay. We'll have to visit multiple relays. Our download efficiency would depend on the performance of astrometrics, the science lab, or our shuttles. Vigilance is required. Logically, we must assume Idrin has posted guards at the stations. Achievement! Chief Engineer Supreme! Okay. Ship. Right. Trying to think of what we should do here. All right, establish a link.
What are your orders, Captain? Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability. An enemy is fled, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Victory is ours. All right, and I think I'm feeling probably a good place to pause for the calls on this today. Electronic storm. Entering a electronic storm, the intense radiation within these storms was a direct threat to the crew, causing injuries. Additionally, the ship's stores are depleting. The storms are depleting our food reserves each cycle we spend inside. Ah. That's problematic. Increase phaser damage by 10%. What is that even at? Anyway, oh, we got Come up, build some torpedoes.
What are your orders, Captain? Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain. Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Victory is ours. All right. So with that, what do we do today? So, Chief Engineer Supreme, deal with the devil. Unlock 7 to 9 as a hero. Let's see. Only 38. Fire a total of 38 torpedoes. Gotta raise your combat treat. Defeat a Borg cube. Triple armored hull. Increase your hull capacity to a maximum of 1,000. Have all combat rooms and combat tab built at the same time. Complete 20 away missions against all odds. This guy we mentioned that on. Each tab is still to come. I don't know who Arturus is. I don't remember who Arturus is. One we know who that is. Telecramor was the Romulan. Or like Gilmore. Of a Torak. He's the okay, Torak is okay, he's canon. Maybe we can get him a level 10. Build 100 rooms. More than a starship. Unlock all rooms. Upgrade your warp core to maximumer. The start complete 12 sectors without having built Borg buildings. Yeah, hell with that. All right. All right. So, been considering how out of it I am feeling. Managed to get that done. Plus, I also got to get through writing before I go to bed. So I'm probably not getting to bed till like 4. We certainly covered a lot there. We did all of the Scorpion arc. So we lost Cass, gained 7. We know 9. We know if we lose, if we do something stupid and 7 gets killed, there will be a Borg named 9 on board. So would that mean the third Borg that came with him was 8 of 9? So 7, 8, 9. Ah, oh boy.
But good progress here as we bop around Galaxy. We actually got the ship into a good spot where we're not using as much resources. But then again, we probably don't have much of a. Most of the crew, we're probably running on the bare minimum of crew too. Keep everything going. We get the if we get the warp core back, we can actually put more into. But tomorrow night, Power Wash Simulator 2 with Iceman. That's our Wednesday night agenda. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown will return on Thursday evening. Friday, we got Senara Kagura Estival Versus. We are continuing that fan servicey game. Saturday will be Sonic Racing Crossworlds plus Overwatch. Sonic Racing Crossworlds this week is doing the Tango and Whisper event for adding those two characters. I think the first time characters from the Sonic comics has been ever appeared officially in any type of Sonic game, like characters that like originated in those games, in that like from the spin-off media. So those are our upcoming streams for the rest of this week. Let's find someone to raid this evening. You can tell I'm out of it. I was like, my voice is just like I have like no volume in my voice, which is a lot better than how I sounded earlier today, where I was just completely wrecked. Right, nobody. Let's drop in on somebody else who's playing Star Trek Voyager this evening. Who is need to find stuff. We want to drop in on somebody else who's doing stuff. Who is this? The Lost Arts. They are an armament and an animator. Like they are a VTuber as well, which is always cool. So drop in there. So we'll swing over that way. So I hope everybody has themselves a great night. Tighten your friendship bracelets. Stay safe. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you for Power Wash Simulator tomorrow. Have a good night, folks.